is Ashlyn here today and welcome back to my channel. This is the second part of the 100 baby challenge that I've been doing. So at the start of the video, Scarlett is just getting her needs up and she is currently still pregnant at this part, and as you can see it is Winterfest. Now I actually don't take part in this bit just because I was a wee bit stressed out with the whole pregnancy and trying to keep up their needs and all, so I couldn't really be bothered going back into build mode and trying to get the little box thing, sort of Christmas, or the Christmas decorations and stuff like that, so I just left it. I did try to get some of them, and then all of a sudden she goes straight into labour at the start of the video, which was like, oh, okay, we're in labour. And then I try to get her to go to the toilet, and then she actually ends up peeing herself, and then she ends up needing a shower, and then I try to get her to get food and stuff before she actually goes to the hospital to have her baby. Because if you keep a wee eye on the bottom of the icon where it's flashing red with the pregnancy thing, it will tell you how long she has to go until she actually has to give birth. So that's what I was trying to keep an eye on in this part of the video. And then I was like, right, okay, it's getting too late, let's just go. So I have a baby girl. It takes me a bit of time, but I actually name her Anna. So I'm using the first letter of each of the alphabet. So, and then the second baby's name was Bella. So it was. As you can see, I was thinking, just looking up to see what names I would like to use, and I just seen spotted Bella at the start and went, yep, that'll do rightly. Also, when they first spawn from the hospital, they're in her room, but I didn't want them in her room, so I wanted them in the wee room at the side next to the toilets, or the bathroom, sorry. That's where I end up moving them whenever I get back to the hospital and I go into build mode. That's what I do. I actually don't put anything in the room, just because they're actually not interacting with anything and it's just her, and I just thought, what else do I put in the room? That's why I just put the 2 cribs and left it blank. I could put a wee rug and a rocking chair and stuff, but didn't really do anything like that. And also, when you interact with the babies for the first time, your parenting skills go up. So the more you interact with the children, the more that will go up. So it does. Also, I cut out the whole baby crying because, trust me, I was sick of hearing them crying while I was playing the game. So that's why I was just like, nope, we'll cut it out of the video so you don't have to listen to it. And that's why we have some soothing background music to play through the video. And also, as you can see, I got her to knit 2 wee hats while she was pregnant, or during the video. I got her to knit, and you can sell these on Plopsy, which is a great thing because you just click on them, sell on Plopsy, and then you wait until they turn blue, and then when they do turn blue, that means somebody wants to buy them, and then you just click on your mailbox and you can send them off to the person, which is great. I think it's a cute wee idea that what they did with the Nifty Knitting Pack. I haven't actually fully used it that much, and that's why I thought I would use it in this pack, or in this video, just for her to gain money from. And as also you can see, my toilet broke, there was puddles everywhere, the kids were crying, I was having a very stressful time. I was thinking, this is awful, very hard. I was like, why did I put myself through this? But it actually is fun. I was enjoying it, and also I love whenever you just felt it. I felt a wee bit of a reward whenever I got the kids settled. I had to try to peace and quiet trying to get her sorted as well, but that was the most stressful part as well. Trying to get her fed, watered, and go to the toilet, have her fun, because as soon as she needed to do something, the kids were crying again, and it's like, could you just sleep for 5 or 10 minutes just so I can get a bit of peace and quiet? So I did, but as you can see, as soon as I got her into bed, the baby started crying. And also with this challenge, you can't have any partners to help you. So for instance, I can't actually have Travis in my household to help me with the kids, which is quite hard when you have twins. Well, when I'm saying that, even whenever I had just the 1 children in different households, I couldn't cope really, because I find kids are very, very hard, or babies are very hard, because they're constantly crying, they're constantly need fed, they constantly need nappies changed, blah blah blah, or they need you to shush them or something like that. So I always just found that really hard, and then constantly the house, like, things needed cleaned up, or phone out, and she needs food all the time. She needs to sleep too. But this is the joys of trying to do the 100 baby challenge. And I've obviously seen loads of other people doing it, so that's why I want to give it a go. And I've actually never done anything like this with any of the Sims that I've played, because I find it very hard to actually play with more than like 2 or 3 Sims. I just get really stressed out with that sort of thing. But with the baby challenge, you can only have a max of 8 Sims. So I don't know if I could really cope with that, but if I want to get 100 or as close to 100 children, which I don't think I will, because I had slightly played her a bit and the aging went up, because you have to set the age as normal. You can't have it on high or low, it has to be normal. So I did find that a bit stressful, because she's on a countdown, so she is, which is unfair. If it was very high, it would be okay. I think it might be a wee bit easier, but and also you can't use any cheats. So you can't, the only cheat you can use is baby move objects on. Can't use any other cheat, no money cheat, no nothing like that, which is very, very hard. You can't cheat her needs or anything. But yeah, we constantly have to just keeping an eye on her, keeping an eye on the babies. And I think maybe, no, I was going to say it might be easy with another person, but I don't think it would. I think it would actually be more stressful. So I'm kind of glad it's just herself. So I am. But yes. So also, she can't have a job, as I said in the first part of the series. Like, she can't have a job. So her income is mainly on either fishing, painting, knitting, something like that. We just need to try to get as much money as we can. And I can't remember which part I had, but it was one of the parts. I think I played it off camera. I don't know if I caught it on camera. But she got a phone call from an unknown number. When you answered, it was somebody from her family or some relative far out said that her great grandfather had died or something. So you have a choice of whether you want to take the money, or wonder what conditions, or no, thank you, I don't need money. But if you say under what conditions, they say, oh, no conditions at all. Where if you pick the first one, you end up having to probably like get married or something, because that's what happened to me one time. I had to try to get married, so I had to actually cheat my way to Johnny Zest, because he was the first person I met. And I was like, yep, we'll marry him. But I found it very hard to like actually flirt with him in general, like normally. So I was like, right, we'll cheat the relationship, and then I ended up getting married to him, and I ended up getting the money. I don't think it was really worth it, to be fair, for all the money it was. But just, they end up getting money through that, but I can't remember where I get it, or what part, or did I just do it off camera? So I don't. But as you've probably seen, I got a wee notification, I think, up at the top saying that the babies were... Is that it? Oh no. That is the wee message that come through there was Judy, she's from the land grabs, and then she's like, the power's gone out. So, and then I thought, it made me think, did I not pay my bills? But then when I did, I had already paid the bills, but it is, I think, the neighbourhood plan that they turn off the power for a couple of hours or so. There's like a certain length of time, and it usually tells you up in your gameplay how long it's going to be out for. So it's a bit of a nightmare, because all your lights go out, and then she's tense from that, so she is. But yeah, as you can see, I just try to get her to clean up after herself, and then she's all hunched over because she's tired and she's no fun and all, but she constantly has to look after the children, which is not fun. But yeah, we just try to keep her needs as good as possible if we can. And I also didn't realise, whenever you see that the babies have a little red, if you try to feed them, and there's a little red arrow through the bottle, that means they either need their nappy changed, or they need like just a bit of social with them, like so just cuddling them or anything like that. So they do. But as you can see, she is extremely tense, but she's also really tired. But yeah, as soon as the one child was happy and not crying, then one was crying. It was like, oh my god. I'd rather they were both crying at the same time, but nope, that was not the way it was. So I get her to take a wee nap, like, not that she got the nap very quick because the baby was crying again. Even though I just left the room for 2 seconds, she was back to crying again. So I just think I try to keep them fed and watered, or changed, as much as possible. So it was, yeah, so it says it's nearly the birthday, doesn't time fly? And I was thinking, doesn't fly quick enough. But then I was thinking, it's not that bad. So it's not, I think it's harder when they're toddlers, because they constantly need you to, like, they need food. Like, obviously when they're baby, you could just give them a bottle, but that's a lot harder, because you actually have to make them food, or you have to give them snacks, like proper actual food from the fridge. So the best way to do it that I found was make food in bulk and just put it in the fridge, and then if they want food, click on the fridge and then just give it to them as a quick meal. Or they needed to go to the potty constantly, but you need to keep them go on the potty, because you need to actually put them on the potty to teach them to use it. So that was very stressful also, whenever she was tired and didn't have much fun and stuff like that. So I have found it funny that they had cheesy hair. I think the blonde colour hair in The Sims 4 is awful. Like, it's not nice at all. It's very, very yellow, but they got that from Travis, because that's what colour his hair is. I'm kind of sad that they didn't get her darker, but we can't. Well, I could have probably changed them, but it's just a bit, I just thought I'd leave it. I don't want to have to change their hairs or anything, or change anything. So I don't even change their clothes or anything in this part. But just, as you can see, the toddlers grew up, so we took away the beds, we put the potties in, put toddler beds in, and then I put a big one of those teddy bears in, the doggy one. I think it's so cute. And then we just put the wee thinking blocks. They help their skills go up faster. And then we put a wee box in, because that helps with their imagination. If the mum is too tired or she can't really help them with that, they will just go to the box and they can pull out a toy, and they will get their imagination through that skill. So they will. Yeah, or they can babble to each other. So I thought having two sisters together was great, because they could actually babble to each other. So that helped with their skills as well. But just with the 100 Baby Challenge, you have to get the baby's skills to a level 3, all of their skills to a level 3, before you can actually age them up to children. So I do some of it on camera, as you can see, but most of that skill level building was off camera, because it did take a while to try and get both of them to level 3 and try and get both of them aged up at the same time. Plus I was also trying to find another baby daddy in this process as well. So I think I picked the baby daddy off camera in part 3. So if you guys want to see more, please leave a like, comment and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye guys!